Alrighty guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys a video on my Gauge 1 Thomas. This has been a long time project and I've just been wanting to show you guys all the process of this build. So today's video is showing you guys a dearest project that I've been really working on. So tune in guys, and always be what you want and always do what you want. Remember that, guys. Alrighty, so we start off today with the cab. I started off with this Thomas just out of boredom, just wanted another Thomas and just make perfection and better. So as you guys can see, just printing out all the basic parts that needed to be printed, starting with the cab and side tanks, then finally adding his boiler and then his funnel later on down the line. As you can see, the little white stuff is super glue, dried up with water, and sanded down. That is a filler process. If you guys want to know more about that, I'll make a video one day about it. But you can see, he's coming all along together to look more like the little Thomas and the Magic Railroad one. I had to sand these old cab windows. I'm using JMOS Tranos files, the Thomas 2 ones, and just modify them with the Thomas and the Magic Railroad one that he has made. You can see him start to really form, and I really like this because it makes me really friggin' happy to see this dude all together as one. You can see my other Thomas, the old one that Mayhem has, and you can see the smoke gen that I tried to do that failed. But as you can see, this is the chassis 01 block. This one failed miserably after modifying it multiple times, and it just did not go well. You can see me painting this Thomas, and you can see the smoothness of how smooth this fool is. Then boom, blue friggin' paint added to this beautiful blue boy. Like, oh my lordy, applying this paint was a pain. But you can see further on, it turned out pretty well, and I really like it. It hits it at the right spot of Thomas and the Magic Railroad and the hit era scene. And right here is the lining. This is really nice. It's a painstaking moment, but it really comes off as a really nice like payoff. But you can see the running board's now painted white, silver, whatever color you would like to call it, gray. Here's him with any Incolorable with his painted windows, and boom, added windows, and then whistle. Now this one, he's out of the 3D printer, fresh out of the 3D printer. And as you can see right here, this is some little HD shots of the first Thomas right here. And this is him fully together, just as a beta testing. Now this one right here is just him just admiring all that, and added the number 1 on his side, just cause needed the number 1. That is a printed out paper. This is the chassis 01 block that has been modified with 3 motors. It went really well, but broke in the long run due to having 3D printed axles and too much strain on it. So me trying to adjust it so many times just broke, and I got a headache over it, and I wanted something simple. So this one was a really well working concept if I had actual CNC axles, and it would work really great. Like, it'd be strong. But sadly, I had to say goodbye to it, and yeah. That is the sad part about it. It's still all put together, it's just not really well. But you can see how well he ran. And he ran really smooth and just was all great in general. It just was a really fast, and you can see right there, bam, a bind happened. Due to, what do you call it? The little plastic axles. So, basically, you can see him just work really well, and boom, crash, because he just put too much torque. But yeah. That's the little plastic axles I was telling you guys about, and how they broke and failed a 1 chassis. so very sad. But then chassis number 2 came. This one is made by John, so he put this one together pretty well, and it looks really well. I had to modify it a little bit. It came with Hit Era styled side rods, but I swapped them out for the Thomas and Magic Railroad ones and added it all up, painted it, and boom, Thomas started to look more like Thomas and ran well. He has his old iMech in. I didn't use the one that I paid John for just because I wanted to really save it. But you can see he's our really #1 engine, just rolling around, just having a great time. And I really like him. It really came out as like something that I really can say that reminds me of home and more of my childhood memories. And just all in general, he's really great. And I can't wait to just show you guys more about him. The next thing for him will be a smoke gen, and it'll be great. Like, you guys will like it. I hope so. So, all I'm saying, this was a painstaking engine, and he ran really well, and just it went all well in general. Just never doubt yourself, and just if anyone ever says something bad about your stuff or anything, just remember that you are you, and you can always self-improve, and don't care what they say, because you're amazing. And always remember to be what you want and do what you want. Peace. Well, there you guys go. The Gauge 1 Thomas and Magic Railroad Thomas model. Gauge 1 approved. Ooh! You guys been waiting a long time to see this, and as you guys can see, I got a whole little prop made, so you guys get a little entertainment going on here. It's a big old chuffa. Beautiful. His smoke gen's coming up next, hopefully soon. But he has his iMech in and moves around like a charm. Has vinyl eyes. Hope his iMech's disconnecting himself a little bit. Yeah, he disconnected. So, in all sane, he goes backwards and forwards. He's controlled by a controller. He's RC. And so, show you the insides of him. So this is his insides, all controlled by a receiver and transmitter, and then his iMech. Let's see if I can get his iMech positioned in again. It takes a minute. I need to make the bar a little bit longer, or a little playroom area, but there you go. The eyes get messed with up and down. It's got his left and right movements. As you guys can see, his motor is set up like that. So but yeah, this was a fun project working on him and making sure if I can get them all working correctly. As you guys can see, he runs pretty smooth. He's a great engine. Rolls great. He's fully 3D printed except for the gearing and axles, obviously. But yeah, it's been a fun project. He has a lamp and everything that will work soon. It's just not hooked up yet correctly, and soon will be working. His battery pack is right there. All hooks up to this big old receiver box. He has a removable coal bunker. Shoot, if I can get that open. Cannot. But it opens. There you go. Opens up and works. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Oh wait, I'll take off the face real quick. so you guys can see. Yeah, swappable faces and all that. iMac all works pretty well and nice to my liking. But yeah, tune in next time, and hopefully we'll have Annie Clarabelle next. So yeah, tune in next time, you guys. Remember, I love you all. I really do. Be what you want and always do what you want. Just be what you want. Do what you want and be what you want, guys. Peace.
Peter, the friends here.